Is your specific person still not conforming to your vision? And you have probably tried everything. You have done the affirmations, you have done the visualizations, you have created the imaginary acts that you consistently repeat in your mind so that you can manifest the situation you want to experience with them, but they're still not conforming. Why is that? Well, my friend, in this video, if you try exactly what I share, you not only understand what is the reason why they're still not conforming, but you also be able to let go of the resistance that you create so that things with your specific person can move forward. That being the case, let's directly begin. Hey there, I'm Daniel, your host from the Soulful Relationships, from the channel Soulful Relationships. So if you're new to that channel and if you're excited about attracting and experiencing only conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships with everybody, subscribe to it, and I would love to see you around in all the content that I create. And now let's see why is the reason why your specific person is not conforming? Because honestly, trying all these imaginary acts, affirmations, all of these like beautiful exercises that help us recondition our mind so that we believe that we are worthy of our specific person. They're beautiful tools. But what happens is that most people who just get into introduced to these concepts, they never investigate the resistance they can feel within themselves about how worthy they are of the love of their specific person. And this, in most cases, this is the problem. This is why those exercises are not working. So that's why in this video I'll suggest something a little bit different, which can sound a little counterintuitive at first, but if you understand and apply it, and I'll also give you an example of how I did that, then it will be only natural for like your relationship with your specific person to move forward. So if you have found that affirmation and visualization just don't produce the results you want, then then this is exactly what you need to do. So here is the thing, my friend. A lot of people in these communities, in the Wall of Assumption, Wall of Attraction communities, they're doing these exercises to run away from their own inner fears that they don't want to face. And what I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that a lot of people are afraid of intimacy. A lot of people are afraid of abandonment. A lot of people are afraid of rejection. And if you are not able to accept these fears within yourself, and then on top of them, you start working with visualizations, affirmations, and all things like that, of course they won't work, because it's like you have this foundation which is not solid because you haven't done the inner work, and then on top of that not solid foundation, you're trying to mask it with all the positive things, with all the affirmations, all the visualizations, all the imaginary acts that you want to experience, but it doesn't work. So here is what I want you to do instead. I want you to, first of all, I want you to come up with all the reasons of why you believe that your specific person should conform to your vision. So why do you think it is in their benefit for them to conform to your vision? And the way you do that is you take a notebook, you take a piece of paper, and then you just start contemplating on the question. If I was already in a relationship with my specific person, why that would be for their greatest benefit? And so to answer this question honestly, then you need to understand what are their needs, what are their genuine needs, what are their genuine desires. And you need to get to know your specific person the way you know yourself. So it's like you need to spend some time by communicating with them or by using everything that you already know about them to see how, if they entered in a relationship with you, it would be of their benefit. So what I mean, why is this important, and what do I mean by that? Well, because you don't want to just use affirmations and visualizations to force your specific person to enter into a relationship with you, right? So you want them to have to experience the benefit of that relationship. And the benefit of that relationship is like, if you can put yourself in their shoes for a moment, see what are their needs, see what, like, what do they need in their life right now exactly? What is their visions? And then try to contemplate on this question. If we entered in a relationship, if I were already in a relationship with my specific person, how would my presence in their life benefit and support and help them in what is important for them? Again, it's the same question. It's just asked a little bit differently. So you need to know what is important for your specific person first. And then by knowing what is important, you contemplate that question. On that question, why? Like, why would be good for them to be in a relationship with me? Does it make sense? Can you see what I mean here? So it's not just about being really selfish about your desire to want to be in a relationship with them, which is perfectly fine. Of course, you have your own needs and your own desires. But if you don't find reasons of why it would be also beneficial for them, then it's almost like your inner fears, they will overwhelm your imaginary acts, your affirmations, and your visualizations. So this, in a way, by answering this question genuinely, like, how would my presence benefit my specific person for their greatest benefit? Like, what do they want? And like, how, if I were in their life, this would support them in what they want. Does it make sense? So can you come up with all the reasons? Like, what are all those reasons? Why is it a good idea? Why is it good for your specific person to be in a relationship with you? Because if you can come up with all those reasons genuinely, then you're starting to do that inner work, in which you're not just thinking only of yourself, but you're also thinking of your specific person. But this, like, doing this contemplation wouldn't be enough, because if you just do that, then the chances that you're just coming up with reasons that are not absolutely true for your specific person are high. So then it's almost as if you would manipulate your mind to believe that you are worthy of your specific person, of making them conform to you. So that's why there is another part of this exercise. And this is the more interesting part, actually. This is the more contradictory part. Then, with all the reasons that you have written down, what you do is you read them one by one and then see how you feel about them. So, for example, if you have written something like, well, if I were in a relationship, if my specific person was in a relationship with me, this would greatly benefit them, because I'm a really caring person. And anytime they don't feel good because they're overwhelmed at their job, and they come back tired at home, it's like I'll care for them and they will feel comforted. Now, let's say this is, for example, this is one of the reasons you have written. And then you need to see how your body feels about it. So is that absolutely true? Are you able to care about your specific person? Are you able to hear them out of and not try to change them? So in a way, you just read what you have written before, and then you see how you feel about it. And then you become present with those feelings in your body until you start feeling comfortable. So the idea here is that your feelings, the feelings inside of your body, they're reflecting your limiting beliefs. And because most people, they're just trying to put positive affirmations and visualization on top of their limiting beliefs without wanting to take responsibility for them. Now that you have written down those reasons, and now you look at each one of those reasons, and then you see how you feel about it, well, by being present with your feelings, you are letting go of the resistance you feel to that reason. And so when you do that for each of the, let's say, 5 reasons that you have written, then you'll start feeling comfortable and secure within yourself that it is actually in your specific person greatest benefit to conform to your vision of what you want to experience together. And then you'll know that for certain. You wouldn't just hope about it, because you have done the inner work already. You have surrendered your resistance to what you think genuinely would be for the greatest benefit of your specific person. And then once things start moving forward, then you can actually communicate what you have done with them and see if it was see if this was really their need. So this is like when you actually start being intimate together, emotionally intimate together, when things start moving forward. And so I just want to give you an example with myself of when I did that. It was like I wrote for me that I'm like, it would be for my specific person greatest benefit for me to be in their life, because I'm somebody who can listen deeply and who really cares about their feelings. But when I actually started looking at that reason and seeing how I feel about it, and then from the experiences we've had together actually with my specific person, I found out that this is not always the case. I found out that the truth behind the matter is that sometimes I'm actually too rightful. I want to be righteous. It's like sometimes I feel that I am always right and I don't want to respect so much the opinion of my specific person. So sometimes I was becoming a little bit too arrogant. And so I was feeling resistance to that reason because what I have written down wasn't absolutely true. And so I needed to let go of that resistance. And now, through conversations with my specific person, through the experiences we have together, I'm still letting go of that arrogance that I hold within myself. So, but this has started happening since I did that exercise initially. So if you want things to start moving forward, and if you want your specific person to start conforming to your will, and if affirmations and visualizations are not working efficiently for you, then try this, my friend. I can't tell you how powerful this exercise is. Really sit down with yourself and contemplate, why do I believe that if I was in my specific person's life, I would be for their greatest benefit. That would be for their greatest benefit. Like, what are the reasons? Like, why why do I believe that we will actually have a healthy and productive relationship together in which both of us are growing? Why is that the case? And come up with all those reasons. And then to each one of those reasons, surrender your resistance. You surrender your resistance by just staying with the reason you have written and transitioning your awareness from thinking to feeling. So seeing how your body feels. And if your body feels resistance, then you just stay with that resistance and you let it go until it starts feeling comfortable. And when it starts feeling comfortable, then your specific person will start coming to you. So they will conform to your vision now because it's working in their greatest benefit. And if something is in their benefit, it makes sense for them to be attracted in your life, right? So you're not being selfish anymore. It's like you want them for their greatest benefit, not only for yours. And this is what like one healthy, productive, mutually beneficial and growth oriented relationship is all about. So if you come up with these reasons beforehand, then you're opening yourself to having that relationship with your specific person, and then you can make them conform to your vision. That being the case, my friend, this is what you can try to make this work. And if you also want to go a little bit deeper into letting go and understand how it works, you can check out this playlist that I'll attach at the end, where you can see all my videos about letting go, which will help you work through your emotions so that you can put yourself in a position in which you feel confident and secure within yourself of deserving the love of your specific person. And this exercise is one of the things that you can try. So that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my friend. Hope you found this video to be useful. If this is the case, like it. Let me know in the comments if you have tried something similar or if you're excited to try it, if you accept the challenge. And if you do, I would love to know that. And I would love to know how it unfolds for you actually. And also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to it because, again, in this channel, my purpose is to help you experience the most conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships with everybody in your life, not only with your specific person and romantic partner. So if this is something that you share with me, like a vision that you share with me, subscribe to the channel and I would love to see you around. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now. I love you, my friend.